The early morning sun casts long shadows across the vast concrete runway as the mighty B-52 Stratofortress stands poised for takeoff. This iconic aircraft, a cornerstone of the U.S. Air Force's strategic bomber fleet, is renowned for its ability to deliver devastating firepower with unparalleled reach. With a wingspan of 185 feet and a length of 159 feet, the sheer size of the B-52 commands attention. Designed for endurance, it can carry up to 70,000 pounds of mixed ordnance and fly more than 8,800 miles without refueling. This aircraft has served the United States since the 1950s, undergoing numerous upgrades to remain a dominant force in aerial warfare. On the ground, the flight crew and maintenance teams conduct their final inspections. Every bolt, panel, and hydraulic system is scrutinized with precision, ensuring the aircraft is mission-ready. The 8 Pratt & Whitney TF-33 P3103 turbofan engines are checked meticulously, their components fine-tuned to ensure maximum efficiency. Each engine is capable of producing over 17,000 pounds of thrust, collectively generating enough power to lift this colossal bomber into the skies. Ground personnel, dressed in reflective vests and headsets, move systematically around the aircraft, confirming that all external systems are operational. Inside the cockpit, the air crew takes their positions. The pilot and co-pilot adjust their seats and secure their harnesses, while the navigator, radar navigator, and electronic warfare officer settle into their stations. Each crew member is an expert in their field, trained extensively to handle the aircraft's sophisticated systems. The cockpit is an intricate array of dials, switches, digital screens, and control levers, each one serving a critical function in flight operations. The pilots begin their pre-flight checklist, verifying fuel levels, avionics, communication systems, and emergency protocols. The navigator inputs the flight plan, while the electronic warfare officer conducts a systems check to ensure the aircraft's defensive measures are fully functional. The aircraft comes to life as the engines begin spooling up, their deep rumble growing into a deafening roar. The ground trembles beneath the immense power, and a dense wave of heat shimmers from the exhaust nozzles. Plumes of dark smoke rise into the air, a signature of the B-52's classic engine design. The tower clears the aircraft for departure, confirming optimal wind conditions and a clear runway. Tower, this is B-52 Heavy, requesting clearance for takeoff. B-52 Heavy, you are cleared for takeoff. Winds at 270 degrees, 10 knots. Good luck. With clearance granted, the pilots firmly grasp the throttle levers and push them forward. The engines surge to full power, unleashing a thunderous growl as the aircraft begins to roll down the runway. The massive frame of the B-52 accelerates steadily, the vibrations of the powerful engines resonating to the cockpit and fuselage. The aircraft's long, high-mounted wings flex under the increasing lift, their distinctive shape designed to provide optimal aerodynamic efficiency. The speedometer climbs, 50 knots, then 100, then 150. At rotation speed, the pilot gently pulls back on the control yoke. The nose lifts gracefully off the ground, followed shortly by the main landing gear. The aircraft is airborne, its shadow stretching long across the runway below. The landing gear retracts with mechanical work, locking securely into place. Inside, the crew feels a transition from ground to air, a moment that never fails to instill a sense of awe. From the ground, spectators watch as the B-52 ascends, its engines leaving behind thick trails of exhaust. Its silhouette against the brightening sky is unmistakable, a symbol of American air power and strategic capability. Despite its age, the B-52 continues to serve as a key component of the U.S. military's global deterrence strategy. As the aircraft climbs to its designated altitude, the crew engages the autopilot system, allowing them to focus on mission-specific tasks. The navigator continuously updates the flight path, ensuring accuracy in reaching the assigned airspace. The radar navigator monitors onboard targeting systems, while the electronic warfare officer remains vigilant, scanning for potential threats. Communication between the crew is seamless, their training and experience allowing them to operate with precision and efficiency. The B-52's versatility extends beyond its impressive payload capacity. It is equipped with advanced radar, electronic countermeasures, and communication systems that allow it to adapt to evolving threats. Over the years, it has been upgraded with GPS-guided munitions, standoff weapons, and digital avionics, ensure it remains a formidable presence in modern warfare. The aircraft's ability to conduct long-duration flights, supported by aerial refueling from KC-135 Stratotankers, allows it to maintain an operational presence anywhere in the world. Cruising high above the clouds, the aircraft follows its predetermined route, its crew maintaining constant vigilance. The mission could range from strategic deterrence patrols to live combat operations, reconnaissance, or training exercises. The B-52 has been deployed in conflicts spanning decades, from the Vietnam War to the Gulf War and recent Middle Eastern operations. Its ability to deliver both precision and area effect munitions makes it a critical asset in both conventional and nuclear deterrence strategies. Despite being a relic of the Cold War era, the B-52 is slated to remain in service until at least 2050, thanks to continuous modernization efforts. New radar systems, enhanced communication networks, and engine replacements will ensure the aircraft remains operationally relevant for decades to come. The U.S. Air Force's commitment to upgrading the B-52 highlights its unmatched reliability and effectiveness as a strategic bomber. The aircraft continues its flight, cutting through the sky with unwavering determination. Below, the landscape stretches endlessly, a mix of cities, deserts, mountains, and oceans. The view from the cockpit is breathtaking, offering a unique perspective that few have the privilege to witness. The flight crew maintains their course, constantly monitoring fuel levels, airspeed, and mission parameters. Hours may pass before the aircraft reaches its destination, but the discipline and focus of the crew never waver. As the mission progresses, the aircraft may rendezvous with a tanker for in-flight refueling. The process requires extreme precision as the B-52 aligns with the boom of the KC-135. The transfer of thousands of pounds of fuel ensures the aircraft can continue its journey without interruption. This capability underscores the endurance of the B-52, allowing it to remain airborne for extended durations, sometimes exceeding 30 hours on a single mission. Eventually, the aircraft begins its descent, preparing for landing at a designated airbase. The pilots coordinate with air traffic control, receiving clearance for approach. The landing checklist is reviewed, and the aircraft's flaps are adjusted for optimal descent. As the runway comes into view, the pilot reduces throttle, carefully guiding the aircraft down. The wheels touch the tarmac with controlled thud, and the landing gear absorbs the impact. The roar of the engines is replaced by the screech. With its engines roaring, the B-52 disappears into the vast blue sky, leaving behind a legacy of strength, precision, and unwavering dominance in the realm of strategic aviation.